Hi dear Aquarius, my name is Marina and today I'm here with your monthly horoscope for the period between the 22nd of July and the 21st of August. And basically during the whole period we have the transit sun in Leo, and for you this will be your 7th house. And the sun is the main source of energy. It brings light, it brings vitality, it brings confidence and power. And the transited house from the sun is basically the most important area of our life. For you, it means that the next 1 month will be strongly related with your relationships and partnerships. This is a wonderful time, to contact more with others. For example, if you have some kind of audience, if you work with clients as well, this is a very productive time. And we have also Mars in Leo. Mars entered Leo on the 20th of July. So basically the sun will join Mars in your 7th house. And Mars is also, actually these two planets, the sun and Mars, are fire planets. And they bring very intense flow of energy, very dynamic energy. It's related with taking some action, taking some risks. And in your case, it's about relationships. It's about finding partners, finding people to cooperate with. On the other hand, Mars is a planet that can bring, some conflicts or can make us more impulsive. So it also suggests that you have to be careful. You might be, so inspired, for example, to do something that you might be a little bit too pushy with others. So that's what you should be careful about. We also have a new moon. On the 23rd of July, we have a new moon in Leo in your 7th house as well. And this is the time when you can put the beginning of something. This might be a new partnership, a new relationship. Basically, for those who are single, this is a wonderful time to find a partner in their life, to find a soulmate, someone who is very close, who can understand them, and who is equal, so on the same level as them. So you should really search for these people. You shouldn't stay and wait for someone to invite you. It might happen, but when Mars is in 7th house, it suggests that you may need to initiate the things, to search for this partner, or just to search for more contacts with others, to be active with clients, or with all kinds of people that you communicate closely. Then on the 25th of July, we have Mercury entering Virgo. And this is your 8th house. So Mercury in 8th house can deepen your way of thinking. For example, you may start to think about some more serious issues in your life, to be more analytical, to be able to see through things, behind the scenes, or the secret side of something, to realize it's a little bit more intuitive way of thinking. In some cases, you might be more suspicious. It might be more difficult to trust others, or also you may have a more, too dark way of thinking. It's just something possible. This is a great transit to take some financial decisions also. For example, if you want to make some kind of investment, or to attract some investors or people to work with, or some resources from others, planning these things, organizing them, is a very beneficial thing when Mercury transits your 8th house. After that, on the 31st of July, we have Venus entering Cancer in your 6th house. We know that Venus is one of the benefactors of us in astrology. This is the planet of pleasures, of positive emotions, entertainment, comfort. But on the other hand, 6th house is much different than this. 6th house is about your responsibilities, about routine things, about work and obligations. And that's why this is an interesting combination. So all of these activities, which are, what we just mentioned, obligations, responsibilities, routines, work, this stuff, they can be actually more pleasant for you. They can bring some positive emotional experiences. For example, you may feel more comfortable in your workplace. You can change something. It might be the decoration, or the communication with work associates might be easier, might be more fluent, might be, they might be more compromising. So generally speaking, your work can be a source of positive emotions when Venus transits your sixth house. After that, on the 3rd of August, we have Uranus going retrograde. Uranus will be stationary on the 29th degree in Aries, which for you falls in 3rd house. When Uranus is stationary, we know that the energy is very intense, very strong. So things might become, too strong, too exaggerated. And when we talk about Uranus, usually these are things which are beyond our control. These are some unexpected things that are impossible to be predicted, impossible to be planned. We have to adapt to the circumstances and take very fast decisions. And when we talk about 3rd house, it's about your communication with others. So you should be prepared for example, to receive some interesting information. This might be some shocking news in some cases, or some kind of insight. This might be related with the past, because Uranus will turn retrograde, so that's something coming probably from the past for you. And yeah, you should be also, something you should be prepared and more cautious about is traveling. Especially traveling with car, because Uranus is a planet that can bring some accidents, especially when it's so intense. So first of all, check if Uranus makes some aspects with your own planets. I repeat again, it's stationary on the 29th degree in Aries, and just try to be more careful. After that, on the 7th of August, we have a full moon and a lunar eclipse at the same time in Aquarius and Leo. Of course, this is the most important event for you because it happens in your own sign. And actually, the lunar eclipses are more important because they're a full moon, which include also the nodes. Basically, the nodes are in conjunction with the sun and the moon. That's why these are some karmic events and processes, and their impact can last from 6 months up to 3 years. And in your case, it's about your personal behavior, your personal goals, your projects, your communication with partners, your relationships, basically everything which you would like to do, because that's what 1st house is all about. So a major event for you, a major key and really important month. You can achieve a materialization of something, or you can realize something, you can separate with something important. So a very, very important month. And finally, we have Mercury going retrograde after the 12th of August. Mercury will be stationary on the 12th degree in Virgo, which falls in your 8th house. And as usual, Mercury is retrograde for around 3 weeks after that. And this is the time when you should avoid planning and starting something totally new, especially if it's related with resources and finances or some kind of investments, because Mercury retrograde is not the good time. There might be some financial complications, so be very cautious and careful with bills, with your credits, because the situation might be more complicated than usual. So I believe that these were the most important astrological events during the month. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have some comments, please leave them. I will be happy to read them, and I will wait for you next month again. Bye.